I'm speaking this also in terms of experience. To a certain point in life, I got to that extent where I didn't want to feel anything. I wanted to analyze myself. I tried 6 times. And by the 5th time I sat down, then I'm come and I God, you know what I'm going through. You know I don't want sadness. Why are you allowing me to go through this? Lilian Mbabazi did everything that she could. Nenga siswa chikiriza. Angabacha kyogenda kufa. Nenga serious. Why? Because at that point in my life, I had already made the decision. Ntinkoli, njagala kuhumbula. Kale byetero kusomako, because I do a bit of research. Byetero kusomako, nsoma nti waliwo purgatory. I'm a very religious person, by the way. Very religious person. That's why I'm coming back to that thing of Chanyanja. I'm a very religious person. So I kept telling myself, before purgatory, there's a time where sort of umulamu. Nesirowoza kuchi obuzibu byange. Basebo nabanyabo nze Chandiru mwana mu Rwanda bagala gangster. Yes, God gave me everything. God gave me money. God gave me a voice. God gave me a body. God gave me abasajja nga bannoonya kiro na misana mwanza asalawo ndikakisagala munansonyiwa. I hope it's okay for me to speak.
It's okay.
Nga basajja bannoonya kiro na misana. Yes, nga bannoonya nga ntula butunzi ku ssimu ne ngamba zeyo siri mu mood. Bakitegera kati nga nina omuntu gwe mbanja, even though I had the money, omeera okumpa champagne ate nga njagala mu wait 100 years. I want whiskey, which is 18 years, strictly from a cold barrel. And I went to. I told my nampachi, nampapionabimpa. Then took a point that I would go to eat pizza in Italy. I went to buy a pair of shoes in Dubai for $400, but I used to private jet. So I got to that point when all that was given to me, but somehow, you know, the devil is a liar. When the devil decides, when the devil knows what you can do on this earth, he will always find a way to penetrate, to get to you. But you know, nze mwongamba one tomato costs 20,000 nanzikuwa. Nengamba just go and buy the tomato. Okay, like 5 tomatoes, 100. I'm like, just go and buy. At that time, God gave me everything, which I took for granted. So when it came to all the decisions it is that I was making, ladies and gentlemen, they were not decisions I was making because I wanted to make them. What in the background, which you didn't know. And I'm so grateful you've spoken about the media. Because, Batman, you people kill people. It's a onesie. I won't even bite my tongue on that. But the truth is you killed so many people and you don't even know the extent and the way in which you break people. Mukera ne mwogera ku kintu ate nga mwina following buli omu n'akikiririzaamu kati n'omuntu the actual victim nga talina ngeri gy'asobola okuvaayo n'agamba nti kiri bwe kiti. It just doesn't happen. Now this is where I come back to because I don't have much time, I'm just fixing like this. Now this is where it comes to our industry. For example, the other time there's a time I was picked for traffic. I had a traffic permit. When I have a permit, I don't know how many years ago. I don't have a permit. But when you go, somehow it's my face that makes me go through the Vandeka. Then I entered. This time this is a person who was not joking. So it is now my people who are just trying to say, this is Jackie who I never ever do that. So they try to do that, and then later on, when somehow somebody starts talking somewhere, you know, Jackie was arrested, and yet I was good for a what? A permit. ekintu ne kitambula ne kituuka wa maama wange nankubira essimu nagamba jjali obizzeemu naye kiki. So you guys in the media, you just get one small thing, mwategera kintu kimu, for example kunze nti there's an addiction problem, nemulyoka mukola nemufuna mataffaali, seminti, sandi, founde, buli kimu nemuzimbira okwo nemufuna likes bulungi. Then yes, and then every single person comes nebatandika okukuba emisumaali neweebuuza, do these people even bother? Do they even care about the truth? Has anyone even bothered to look for me? And then when a journalist who thinks they know you calls you and asks, okay, Jackie, is this the truth? Is this and this? Already they have a bias. Just bobagalachi mawulire. So my question is, when it comes to the media, you don't even know the role that you play with destroying people. And yet you have a bigger voice than those of us ababera ku microphone ne mu studio. The voice you have is way much bigger. There's a blogger yangamba eyayogera actually very big nagamba nti yakozesa buwunga kati kambabulira mazima. I have low blood pressure, I have low cell degeneration and low immunity. Sisobola obuwunga, according to what people say, that's cocaine. I cannot, because even if I snorted a tiny thing like this, mfirawo naye olinga ali sure nachogera buli omu. Every single person, no matter what I post that is positive, they will talk about buwunga. Nentuka point nengamba no buwunga, even if I'm getting 1 gram of actual cocaine, it's a sente banks jewa because they regular plot number. But the whole world knew that. So in terms of the industry, nobody ever gives chance to people to speak the truth. By the narrative yawe, and that's exactly what pushes us to do what it is that we do. We have doctors here. And I speak on behalf of like I told you today, medically, I'm called a recovering addict because any trigger can take me back into addiction. However, in Jesus' name, I believe I am recovered, fully recovered. But that aside, today I'm speaking as an addict, for example. A lot of times when all of you who do not use or use any substances or who have never gone through depression point a finger at us, let me use the word us, you mess us up. Temulowooza tukimanyi nti what we are doing is wrong. Tubeera tukimanyi. When we were growing up, they always told us there are two voices, eya Mukama neeri. That's why I say this addiction or depression is very spiritual. Lye eddoboozi erya sitaani erya shaitani banange ena amplifier temuli erina besibine ne top nga 15 yesinga. I got to believe it when I went through what I went through. But the other small voice that tells you what you're doing is wrong is this small, because I've heard it before. I've attempted suicide 6 times. The reason as to why I can still be able to stand and talk about what I went through is God. And secondly, I don't want anyone to go through what it is that I went through. I don't. The fact that 21 of UNMF is about musicians, Katinze, maybe it's a blessing that I'm a musician. So I went through this. Media ze mwambisa mu video, mliwemba mu rehab nsanga videos, RIP Jackie, we shall miss your music. Nabakwede ne video. Sebo nabakwede ne video, nti we shall miss your music. Nebifaananyi ebirungi zirina biri awo. How do you think I felt? Nti ndimo kufuluma wano, I'm coming out. Naye ekintu kyemutategeera is whatever it is that I was abusing, I'm not saying that I'm not condoning or saying it is good. But what I'm saying is, one, for me I had a back problem. I had a problem. Madam here has a problem. I had a problem. That what I was using is called Bethadine. And by the way, outside this continent, it's called Demerol. It's what killed Michael Jackson. If you didn't know, it's what killed Michael Jackson. So I was working on my pain, but it had other things kubali that it was doing for me. I suffer from chronic insomnia. Nga sebaka. Nega customer phone MPC, Pethade. Then we have doctors here. You know it. Customer phone MPC, bana hinga never. Ndio mfandise ko bubiji babloga mwe media muwandise kino this has gone out nzuka kumachanga sina chenzi chukida enera biro bulumi bwange nenkola ki nengamba at least tufuna comfort here. But you see, within that time ebintu byali bingi ebyaliwo. When I come to talk about my friends, when I come to talk about the people around me, somebody spoke about speaking to people. Si changu zinayindogera n'omuntu nga mukaaga nti bannange this and this has happened. Wait, not even 20 minutes pass. Nwanjisanga ku internet. N'otula n'ogamba naye. Kati omuntu n'agamba nedda. Ngabadde ku simu yange kyalaga tracking my phone. N'otuuka point n'ogamba who in God's name can I trust? The doctor spoke about bottling things up. We bottle things up. There is nobody that you can trust because go get a woman, don't go in ekizibu, and it is just money. The time when I was taken to, there are pictures of mine which came out with bottles and injections. Do you know they were paid for? But do you know they are classified photos? They are classified photos. Katina took a point nange where I was. Remember, if I can come out of rehab, and then everybody saying R.I.P. Jackie, densanze wabwedu, kankolechi, kangendere dala. Since mulemu kumpayiriza nti okozesa womuka, cocaine, nkozesa njaga, nkozesa ki, kankozesa ebintu nkolechi, ngendere dala. Nenga mukama alina plan ki, endala. So for me to sit here with everybody else, with everyone here on this panel, and people who care about mental health, but ebweru kasito gamba I'm stressed. Bayinza n'okuwa 5-star hotel presidential suite. Owumule, ne bakuwa champagne, ne bakuwa, what is it? We've been out here, tutambuddeko. You know presidential suite. Bakuwa buli kimu. Naye omuntu ayinza okujja ng'alina musujja, ne bamuteekamu normal one. Naye omuntu agamba nti I'm stressed. Naye kati e Uganda zinagambako omuntu one time nti I'm stressed. Naye gwe wabaaki. Ndoza visa zezikutawanya otambudde nnyo mu bazungu. Kati stress, what is that? People do not understand that. So mental health, when it comes to the decisions you make under normal circumstances, or okola decisions nga mentally oli bulungi. Kati fenga bayimbi wano. Okay, let's take an example. Oli upcoming otambudde ogenze ku stage ne bakuvuma from when the song has started. Ne DJ n'akusaasira n'asika ki oluyimba ovaayo. What do you think? And yet you have worked maybe for 6 months okufuna sente okusasulira ki that one song. What do you think that artist is going through? Kati gwazo okukwata gundi ku covering event mujja muvuma. But you're not thinking about what that person is going to go through ngazeeyo wa ewaka. You won't think about that. Let's put aside addiction. There are people here who work in offices. Ogena n'okola emirimu job for years, you're in a certain post, then somebody walks in, ne bamuwa omulimu. Nenga ayingidde nawe omutunuulira si by'oliko nnyo ekiri awo because of money is about experience. You know, the country, the world is different right now. It's about experience. Otuukayo omuntu naye ne bamuwa omulimu ate ng'akusinga ki position. Ne weebuuza every time when the person is given that position aleeta mulimu wa ewuwo. Ne weebuuza what is this person doing? Naye nga munnange if you're a female waba oli mukyala munnange oli ng'akusinga ki akabiri. Ne bamuwa post. Kati gwe n'oddayo n'ogamba nti with all the expertise that I have in the experience, why in God's name are they giving this person? Naye gwe n'okola mulimu. Kati imagine they sack you, n'oddayo ewaka. Then you have to apply to different places for work. You get to those places, ne bakuyisaamu amaaso, ne batakukola ki? They don't employ you. You go back home. So you're trying this over and over again. When you get back home, you're thinking, nasoma chino, naita chino kusoma, nakula chino na chino. Why? What am I not doing wrong? Do you know what's enough for depression? It's enough. But for you, let me speak for you on the outside. I want to know that, for example, of addict or about very depressed. Everything is by everything is connected to Njaga. That is the weirdest thing. That's why I don't understand Ugandans. But see, they don't think. Because they talk about that is already a what? An addiction. It's an addiction. When that over studio, it's an addiction. That over born is an little rehab or what it made a hole in the mattress. You addict avachi. Pono. Olaba pono. Yeah, ujateka mogundi echituli muchi. Mufali zonga afachi. Pono. But you will not understand that. Said I was speaking like an addict. You look at us, but you will not understand where this thing comes from. That's why when it comes to mental health, even the addiction, depression, and what ask where this thing comes from. We have doctors here. I hope one of our doctors here can explain what dopamine is. My issue started with the back problem. Next time you took when I take up a drug, a pethadine, the pain disappears in 30 seconds, but remember I have a chronic insomnia. Fresh. 10 minutes like that's what fast forward. There is no action it is that you do on this earth that has no consequence. That's why depression, addictions are very spiritual. Very. Very. Time you are talking studio, or what? That again, I had insomnia. Every time I was awake in the night, I YouTube, research. Never sound this, that. I just don't sleep. I suffer from insomnia. Never the sleep which I had, I can't explain it. Not memory, butterflies, beyond. And because I could not explain it to people, I kept doing it. Even when the doctor was done with me, Jackie, you're addicted. Madam, it's okay. I have money. I'll do what? I'll do it. Because there's nothing impossible going to send. When you have money, nothing is impossible. So I got the drug. And then by the time I was using that drug, the media nearly something which happened to me before depression for that issue. And on top of that, by the way, for the media, Muchikola for purposes of money. Money is not everything. I had money. I'm talking about money. I'm fueling, my husband is fueling a jet of what? About 40K US dollars. I'm going to buy a show of $300 just because I'm bored. So money is not everything. People take years to build their names. For you, take just 1 minute or 30 seconds to destroy somebody's name. So what do you think they go through? Take time into the world's echo. That's why I asked, you have a question?
No, I was just moving the microphone.
Councillor, I'm not wasting much of your time. So when it comes to mental health, like Hadrat said, this is a very silent disease. It's not just about mobile and what. Osanga shiba aliwano, William aliwali ndi wano kenza wali, kenza afulumiza. Ha! Afulumiza banange, ayina views meka. Nyanda kola, tia. But she ba wuyo sipimika. What am I going to do? Lilian Tawan. Ninakola tia. Niweteka ku pressure. Let me tell you, it's good to compete, but always compete with yourself. Don't compete with anyone. Don't compete with anyone. There are shows which they call Lilian 4 in Rwanda, which I can't go for. Kwanga zensabula olugwanga. Ndusabula. Na ye Lilian, that is her genre. Which take it. There are shows you can't call me to Cote d'Ivoire, but they can call who? Kenzo. There are shows where they will call Shiba, and now you're number one. It will be hard for me. So as artists, you have to accept that. Accept where you can fit. Accept where you cannot fit. Don't try to fit in everyone's shoes. I can tell you the truth. You know Coachella?
Yes.
Now I'm a singer, I'm a musician. But if you ask me to sing at Coachella, I'll tell you, give me 3 years.
I'm not ready.
3 years to get ready. People take 8 months. Beyonce took 8 months. People take 8 months. Kati Beyonce, she has the people who think for her. You understand? Kati me, I'll tell you, give me 3 years. Njakola chi Coachella. But Cindy, this is what I Cindy, I can't dance. Cindy, it's just that level is different from mine, and I accept it. I accept it. So you don't have to push yourself to a level to fit in each and every shoe. That's the reason as to why Titanic, big shoes. Then there are those who wear what? Small shoes. Don't try to fit in a shoe size that isn't yours. But you can't fit in it. Take time. Where was it? What am I not doing wrong? What am I not doing right? If we bounce back to the other life, if you're in a relationship, if things are not going well, where was it? What am I doing wrong? If somebody around you can inform you, and you're like, okay, this I'm doing wrong, kangezeko. But when you try to make something right, mukaaga, because nothing is impossible when it comes to God. Nothing. He knows what it is that we are going through. Until he will never make us go through something we are not capable of handling. The only thing is, it is you who loses your faith. No kolachi, no vago, no delimbirala. Look at Job. He had everything. Slowly things started happening to him. He was a very rich man. Everything went wrong. And the wife came to him and said, why don't you curse this God of yours? He said he will always be there for you. Look at your skin. You are smelling. Do you know what he said? The Lord my God knows what it is that is happening to me. My God will deliver me. Allah, God, will see you through anything on this entire planet. There is no way in which I can be alive, because the drug which killed Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, even when they said he was broke, my whole of my music career, Michael Jackson, but why am I alive? The same drug, and he's dead. Because probably he was not going to be able to speak openly about that drug of his. But for me, I will speak about it. When I talk about point in nature, and you know, when it comes to women, you know how we take care of ourselves. You have to bathe 3-4 times a day. You know why? Because I felt God had deserted me. When I attempted suicide, God did not allow me to die. It is hot. I'm not feeling hot. But in heaven, batugamba, nti you're supposed to be happy. Omutwe mulimu gwonna kiki paka bweneesunako nentegeera nti singa nkyaliwo sakafa nkyaliwo. So every single time I tried to commit suicide, God kept me alive.